Welcome back. Tonight's story unfolds on a quiet night during a relentless rainstorm. The kind of night when the streets slowly empty and every sound seems louder than it should be. What begins as an ordinary walk home soon turns into something deeply unsettling. Sometimes the scariest moments do not begin with screams or sudden danger. They begin with small sounds, soft footsteps, distant breathing, a feeling that someone is closer than they should be. As the rain falls and the city grows quieter, two college students begin to notice something that should not be there. So sit back, listen carefully, and step into tonight's story. The rain had been falling for hours. Not the soft, gentle rain that makes a city peaceful, but heavy rain that flooded the streets and made the night feel tired and restless. Water slid down broken streetlights while the bulbs flickered again and again, as if they might stop working at any moment. Somewhere far away, a dog barked once, then again, and after that, the street fell silent. The roads were nearly empty, and every so often a car passed through the water, its headlights briefly cutting through the rain before disappearing again. At the corner of an old apartment building, two girls walked under a shared umbrella. Their names were Ananya and Ria, both college students returning home after a long evening. Only minutes earlier, they had been laughing and talking, but now their laughter slowly faded because something around them didn't feel right. The street behind them looked empty, yet faintly through the sound of rain, they could hear footsteps, slow, steady, following them. Ria slightly turned her head and quietly asked Ananya if she heard the footsteps too. And although Ananya looked behind them carefully, she saw nothing except the endless rain falling across the empty street. She tried to laugh it off and said it was probably just their imagination. Yet even she pulled the umbrella a little closer as they continued walking. Above them, the streetlight flickered again, casting weak light that trembled across the wet road. Then suddenly, the footsteps stopped. Both girls froze for a moment as the rain grew louder around them. At the far end of the street, beneath a broken streetlight, a tall figure stood perfectly still. It was a man, unmoving, watching them quietly through the rain. They could not clearly see his face, only the outline of a long coat and his hands resting inside his pockets. Something about the way he stood felt wrong. Too calm, too patient, like someone waiting for the exact right moment. Ria whispered nervously that they should leave quickly, and the two girls began walking faster, their shoes splashing through puddles as the rain continued pouring down. Behind them, the footsteps returned, slow and controlled. When Ananya looked back again, the man was closer now, still walking silently, still watching them without saying a word. The rain became heavier and the street blurred beneath the dim lights, and suddenly, without warning, the entire street went dark as the power failed and every street light shut off at once. Now the only sound was rain hitting the pavement, until another sound appeared in the darkness. Breathing. Not theirs, someone else's, very close. Ria gasped in fear as something shifted near them. And then, through the rain, a calm voice spoke softly and told them not to run. The voice sounded gentle, almost polite, yet something cold hid beneath it. Without hesitating, Ananya grabbed Ria's hand and shouted for her to run, and both of them sprinted down a narrow alley as water splashed beneath their feet and their hearts pounded in panic while the footsteps followed behind them again, this time faster. The alley suddenly ended at a tall metal fence that blocked their escape, and as the rain poured harder, Ria turned back in terror while the man slowly entered the alley behind them. Lightning flashed across the sky for a brief moment, revealing his face, not angry, not excited, only empty, like someone quietly observing an experiment. Ananya begged him to leave them alone, but he never replied. He simply kept walking closer, step by step, while Ria desperately tried to climb the wet fence, but her hands slipped against the metal. The man calmly reached into his coat pocket as thunder rolled across the sky, and in another flash of lightning, it became clear that he wasn't looking at them with rage or excitement. He was listening to their fear, their breathing, the sound of their racing hearts, as if those sounds were something beautiful to him. Far away, an ambulance siren echoed somewhere in the city, but it was far too distant to matter. Ananya screamed while Ria cried, and the man stepped closer and whispered a single word, "Beautiful." Hours later, the same street glowed with flashing police lights as rain continued falling over the empty road. two bodies were taken away under white sheets, while Detective Arjun Rao stood beneath the flickering streetlight, reading a small folded note found near the metal fence. The message written neatly across the paper said only one sentence: "Fear sounds different in the rain." And somewhere else in the city, a man wearing a long coat walked quietly through another empty street. Because tonight was only the beginning.